First, let's talk about where I got these dumbbells from. I got these dumbbells from ebay.com.au. If you do want to find the exact same pair that I do review in this video, there will be a link in the description. These dumbbells ended up costing me $150 each roughly, so putting at about $300 Australian, which is $227 in the US, or 168 pounds. The packaging ended up being pretty good. All the bits and pieces came, like the manual on how to work it, the different intervals on the dumbbells, and everything tied together nicely with no missing pieces. Per each box that you get only comes in with one dumbbell at a time though. This is just a quick side comparison to my other dumbbells. One fairly big problem with these dumbbells was the weight was actually slightly off. I don't know if this is because they rounded it, I don't know what they did, but in kilos my scale says 12.7, but in pounds it says 30. My first level of testing was to do a full workout with them. This is a pull workout that has been time elapsed that you're watching. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. First off, we'll start with the pros. The pros are it is very easy to progressive overload, considering you can adjust them at minor intervals. The second pro would be that it is very easy to adjust, it doesn't take a lot of skill or anything. And the third pro would be it doesn't actually take that long to change compared to your normal probably home dumbbells, which would be like adjustable dumbbells, which I have, and they take ages compared to what these dumbbells actually take. Now let's talk about the cons. First off, the dumbbells are quite hard to get back in, because when you actually take them out, the other plates that are left behind actually can get caught with the dumbbell. The second thing would be that you can't actually drop these dumbbells. These dumbbells break very easily. I don't actually know, but I assume that they do because they have like lots of writing along the dumbbells that basically just say, do not drop them, in like caps. So I think it's mainly because they're a little bit rickety, and there is like a lot of like components in them to actually change like where the weight is and leave them drop behind. I can just see why you don't drop them, but it's very hard, especially when it's like you're using the full 24 kilos. Yet again, to me that seems heavy, 24 kilos. Trying not to drop that is a little bit hard, but you gotta get around it. Just try to be careful when you use these. And the third thing would be that it is very hard to use these for some movements. As you'll see, I will be testing these movements somewhere along here. They'll pop up on screen. Now let's talk about the exercises that I actually tried these on. I tried these on bicep curls to begin with. They actually work quite well, I do admit it. They work quite well, but because they're so long and a bit chunky, because considering they are the size of like a 24 kilo dumbbell lengthwise, but they don't actually carry that much weight. Even if you're using like 2.5 kilos or whatever, like it is still very hard to use these because they're so chunky, and especially with stuff like, you know, overhead press, overhead dumbbell press, you think the weight's going to come down and like hit you on the head on the way down, you know, and it comes very close. You can literally feel it like brushing past your head. But that one is a no-go for me. Lateral raises worked fine as expected, and the squats worked fine as well, but it also depends on which grip you use. If you're using the dumbbell vertically, I wouldn't use it like that because of the components inside of it bend essentially, so I wouldn't do that. It looks like it's about to break, but holding them anywhere horizontally works well. But all in all, I recommend these dumbbells. They do what they say they were going to do, and they're pretty good for the price. And also with shipping times they actually came very fast compared to what I thought. They were expected to come on the 8th, and I'm pretty sure they had express shipping for like a couple days earlier. And I ended up getting the first dumbbell about 4 days early than what it was meant to come. And then I ended up getting the second one 2 days after. So in total I ended up coming at about the 6th of January. And I've just been, testing them out for the past couple of weeks. And they do work very well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something.